Let me think. So, for example, there's been a couple people that dumped like 200K at once, which is absolutely stupid. So what I kind of imagine, this is kind of a visual. It's like people who have never seen money in their life. They finally see a little bit of money, and then they kind of have some mental breakdown behind their computer, and they dump it all at once. And then the funny part is, let's say that guy that sold 200K, that's his net. He probably had 240K sitting in his wallet, and if he had just slowly exited, sold a little bit, let the buy and burn, buy it up, sold a little bit, let the buy and burn, buy it up, the guy could have had an extra $40,000 if he just spent 2 hours slowly exiting instead of dumping it like a retard. The guy cost himself a bunch of money, and then when I looked at his wallet, he had a bunch of minus in the future. So not only is he hurting his current value, he could have made $20,000 an hour just doing it slowly. It's basically the math. And then not only did he hurt the chart, he also hurt the value of his future miners. So he kind of took a gun, shot himself in the foot. It's so stupid. Like, people need to learn to responsibly exit, because in TitanX, you have a guarantee that there will always be a buyer on the other side, which is the buy and burn. So you can slowly exit into the buyer, which is buys and burns. You don't need to dump it, because then you're hurting your own future value. And especially if you plant the compound, you're doing a really, really stupid decision, just dumping it on the chart. One, you're losing a bunch of money. Two, the chart is worse and your future miners are worth less. So I think we need some education on how to responsibly exit. And I think selling a little bit into the buy and burn at a time and taking like 2 hours to slowly exit, one, you'll get more money and your future miners will be worth more because you're not a nuisance to the chart. Like, I've seen people exit like $350,000 and the price did move a bit because it is slowly over time through the buy and burn.
Yeah. And certainly the argument is, well, hey, I don't have an hour to sit here and click a button, so I just want to do it all at once. Now, it is funny for people that know slippage. You and I just sit back and laugh. We're like, your impatience just cost you 40 grand. Like,
yep.
Was it really that big of a deal? Now, maybe if you're selling $1 million, it's not. But if you're selling 180K, 40 grand, kind of a big chunk of that. Now, I don't know.
If it takes 2 hours to do it, that means they would make 20 grand extra an hour.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's like, hey, there's a pile of shit there, shovel it for $20,000 an hour, you bet your ass I'm shoveling the pile of shit. That's a good payday, so you might as well take a little bit of time.
That's actually a really good point.